Hi ladies, I wanted to jump on and share with you some of my favorite reasons for using essential oils. I kind of just fell into the whole essential oil world, by accident. I was looking for some natural remedies and I had no idea the scope of what they actually did. And once I started using them, I just kind of went all in and I love them. So I thought I would share with you just a few things of reasons why I think they're great, especially now. We don't have a lot of access to medical care that we need. I mean, I know a lot of people can't get to a doctor if they need to. Maybe you don't want to take medication. I'm a very natural-minded person. I prefer to use natural remedies when I can. I prefer not to use medication. And I think in a lot of instances, we don't really need the medications most of the time. Generally, I believe the body's capable of healing itself if given the right tools and under the right conditions. Most of the time, I think it's from food. But we have natural remedies available with plants. That's how, things were years ago before there were doctors and medications and things like that. People used essential oils. And they've been around for 5,000 years. So I love that I have all these natural remedies at my fingertips, and very rarely do we need to use medication in the house. I actually only have Benadryl in my house because we have food allergies. Other than that, I don't have any medications at all. If I needed one, I'd have to go to the doctor, actually. So a couple of things I know people are dealing with right now that might be something that's worth trying a natural remedy for. I know a lot of people are dealing with allergies. So if you're not familiar with essential oils, they're amazing for allergies. I have not used medications for allergies in almost 5 years now. My son has terrible allergies, and I used to have to put him to bed because his eyes would literally close shut, and there was nothing we can do, and that was with medication. It used to be terrible. I would dread this time of the year, and now we don't, because I use the diffuser. I just want to show you what this is. So if you don't have a diffuser, this is a diffuser. You put the essential oils in there, and it actually can help calm allergic, issues from the environment. So when he has the allergy attack from the pollen, what I'll do is I'll just keep the diffuser in his room where he is, and I put in here a couple of different oils, but my favorites are lavender, lemon, and peppermint. That trio together is amazing for calming allergies. But if you feel like you have congestion, like a cough or sinus issues that you just can't seem to get rid of, you will love an oil that we have called Breathe. So I'm sharing with you some of my favorite oils from the company that I work with. It's called doTERRA. And so Breathe is a combination of eucalyptus, peppermint, tea tree oil, lemon, and a few other oils. And what I love about it is you can put it in the diffuser, but typically, and I'll need this, I'm allergic to grass. So right now, when I go running on a regular basis, the grass, I'll actually feel like I'm choking when I'm running, which is kind of frightening to when you're running and then you just can't clear your throat. So what I'll do before I go running is I just put a couple of drops in my hand. I rub my hands together and I inhale about 3 or 4 times from my hands. I also will put a little bit behind the ears, which is a great place to put the oils, and underneath the nose. So you just take a drop and you just rub it under your nose, and you'll be amazed at how your allergies don't bother you anymore. And with oils, the difference is you might have to use them 2 or 3 times over the course of a couple of hours before it actually will really feel the result of it, I find. But usually for us, after the first or second time, we're fine. I think I'm having an allergy attack now. Another thing you could do is put a little of the essential oil around the eyes. So we get eye allergies in the house. You can put lavender, which is one of my favorite oils, well tolerated by most people, or peppermint, which is a little strong, but you can put it around the eyes, and that will actually calm down. I probably wouldn't do peppermint right off the bat. Do lavender first because peppermint's very strong. Just put a little bit around the eyes, and it's amazing at how well it works. So if you're getting like a pink eye or conjunctivitis or anything related to allergies, swollen eyelids from allergies, try this remedy. Don't put the oils in your eyes. You put them around the eyes, and very little is necessary, maybe 1 or 2 drops at the most, and they work great. So you might want to consider diffusing and using that trio for any allergy issues that come up. So again, you don't need I'm not telling you don't need medication. We don't use medication for allergies in our house. One other thing I do want to mention, I forgot about, in relation to allergies or colds or anything you might have going on, if you have a postnasal drip or that clearing of the throat you can't do, lemon essential oil is great for clearing mucus in that area. So what you do is you just take a drop of it and you add it to some water and you gargle with it for about a minute, and it will clear up any mucus or tickle in the back of your throat. And you can also, if you have a runny nose, and this actually does work, you put a drop across the bridge of your nose and it will stop a runny nose. So it's a great thing to have on hand, and I can't tell you how often I use these. What's great about the oils also is you can use them for a lot of different things. So I just mentioned allergies, but there are literally hundreds of uses for the oils that we use on a regular basis. So another thing that I think people are concerned with now are the ticks and the bugs. I got a few messages already this morning. People want to know what we're using. We have blends. So doTERRA is an amazing company. What they do is you'll have single oils like this, but then they like lavender, for example. But then they come up with blends where they are combining 6 or 7 different oils that are really good for a particular concern that you might be having. So of course, bugs, ticks, we're all concerned about that. You don't want to play games with ticks, as you probably read about in the news. But we have an oil called TerraShield. So TerraShield is a combination of, I'm not going to read them all to you, but eucalyptus, can you imagine? I'm losing my eyesight. Litsea, vanilla, arbavite. They're really strong oils for repelling ticks. So what you can do, what I love with this is I hate to pay $10 for a tick spray that's this big. So you can make your own. You can make about 15 bottles with this one bottle. So I tell people, don't waste your money. Become a little bit of a DIY person, and you'll save money, and you're using natural products. So I don't like using chemicals on the skin. And even if you're buying a natural tick repellent, you're going to pay a lot of money. So why do that? This will make, like I said, about 10 to 15 bottles of tick spray. It's safe for children and for pets. So if you have a dog going out, if I had a dog, I used to have a dog, but if I had one now, I would not be putting those chemicals on the dog that you rub into the fur. It's toxic. You can make this, you make a little spray bottle, you just add TerraShield to water. I will add lavender to that, so I like the smell, and lavender is especially good for repelling ticks as well. So you put these two together and you make yourself a little spray bottle, and then you just refill it. You just add some water, you spritz the dog, you rub your hands through the fur. You have a child, you don't have to worry about, a reaction or anything like that. You spray the clothes before they go out. Kids playing sports, I always cringe when I see the kids playing baseball in the fields with the grass. I mean, that's where you're getting this stuff. So, and then also if you're sitting in your backyard, it's annoying when you are getting bitten up. So it's also good for mosquitoes. I meant to tell you that. But if you do get bit by a mosquito, you also have the lavender for helping with reducing the inflammation and infection. So they're so multi-purpose. So that's another thing that you might be interested in, why I love having the oils right now. Another thing you might be dealing with, pain and inflammation. I mean, who doesn't, if you're over the age of probably 40, you're probably dealing with some ailments of some sort. Any pain, back pain, neck pain, shoulder pain. Again, I'm not a big medicine taker. I don't look to take anti-inflammatories when I have pain, because your body's telling you something. There's a reason why the inflammation's there. But of course, you want the mobility. You want to heal the tissue. So we have an oil. This is another blend by doTERRA. It's called Deep Blue. This is probably one of our biggest sellers because of how well it works. But just by putting the oil on that area, you're going to feel instant relief, but it's also helping to heal the area. So what I'll do with this is I will combine Deep Blue and lemongrass. So lemongrass is great for stimulating connective tissue repair in the body. So these two together are amazing for inflammation and pain. So I don't recommend that you go and work out on an area that's bothering you, but if you need that mobility and you want to heal the area, 100%, it's a great thing to have. So again, I don't need to worry about going to the doctor for an issue that I can heal myself. I prefer to do that. So the last one I'll mention, actually, that I think is worth mentioning, I have two more actually, is an oil we have called On Guard. This is our protective blend. So a lot of people are worried about the virus, you're worried about your immune system. Really, the best thing you could do to protect your immune system is to eat properly, whole foods, plant-based diet. Those of you that know me, that's, my opinion, the best diet for humans, and preventing disease and all sorts of other things. But sun, if you're fearful of the sun, it's a big mistake. You need the vitamin D. If you're in your house and you're not getting that vitamin D, your immune system will not do well. You need to be outside and get a little sun on your face. So I do get outside every day, and I love the oils because they're really boosting for the immune system, on guard particularly. So what I'll do when I'm feeling run down is I'll diffuse it in this machine right here. And you can also put it in your tea or your water. These are food grade oils. Most of the oils are safe for ingestion. Some oils are not because of the plant that they come from, but the label will tell you how you can take the oil. So you don't have to worry about if you can or you can't. Just read the bottle. So I'll put a drop of this in my tea, or if I feel like I'm getting a sore throat, I'll put a drop in water and gargle with it with salt water, which is great. And again, anytime anyone's not feeling good, that's what we do. And knock on wood, it's worked every time. Another thing you could do just to generally help detoxify your liver and your kidneys and help boost your immune system is to add citrus oils to your water every day. And again, this is where quality is really important. Do not do this with other companies. I cannot verify the quality, okay? If you're ingesting oils that you don't know the quality of the company, you could be making yourself sick. So just be careful. I will tell you how to get these in a moment. But lemon is great. Grapefruit is excellent. They're very high in something called limonene. If you want to read about it, you'll see the benefits of it. But I use a glass bottle. I don't love the taste of stainless steel personally, but if I'm out and it's hot out, it keeps it cold a long time, I'll use my stainless steel bottle. But generally, I like a glass bottle. I actually have a covering for it here that I put on, but it's a little beat up right now. So I'll do that, and it tastes great. I mean, you look forward to drinking your water. I also use the lemon in my tea every day. So generally, I always put some kind of citrus oil in my water on a daily basis. And if you're feeling bloated, water retention, anything like that, lemon is great for that. So you can actually not only drink it, you can apply it to your stomach, to the inside of your ankles is another good place. And on the bottoms of the feet, you can put the oils there because there are a lot of reflexology points on the bottoms of the feet, and they will go through every cell of your body in about 20 minutes. So if you're having a problem and you're looking to heal yourself, and use the bottoms of the feet as a good place to put them on a regular basis. Last but not least, I know a lot of people are feeling very anxious. Your emotional state is very connected to your physical state. And I know people don't believe that. I truly believe that. I know people that actually make themselves sick because they're so depressed. And I feel sorry for them because, there's so many ways you can boost your health, and your mindset has to be right. So that's why I get outside every day, and that sun on your face, listening to music, putting yourself around people that are positive, limiting exposure to negativity, negative news. You got to be careful with all that. It just brings your energy down. I truly believe that. So I'm super careful about, my home is my sanctuary. I don't let things come in. I shut off the news when I feel like I'm getting irritable listening to it. So essential oils are great, and why I wanted to mention that is when you diffuse the oils or you smell them from your hands or whatever, they can actually enter the limbic system of your brain, which is responsible for sending messages. So if you inhale lavender, it actually triggers your brain to trigger serotonin, which is what you need to be in a good mood. So just diffusing them will help your mood. So what I'll do in the morning, I woke up yesterday and I think I posted it, but that news was just coming at me yesterday, and I was angry. I'm angry at what's happening in the world right now. And I said, I have to make myself happy here. So I take my citrus oils, which are great for boosting mood, uplifting the mood, helping with anxieties and things like that. And I just created a blend of all my citrus oils I put in there that I like, and I just diffuse it. So when you walk in the kitchen, it smells just nice, orange, lime, grapefruit. Those are very uplifting oils for me, and I think for most people. And then I went out and I went for a run. I put my music on, and I kind of decided to leave all my thoughts behind on the situations with the world right now. But if you're feeling depressed, and you're feeling anxious and you're nervous, we actually have oils for that. So lavender is your go-to oil. That's what people typically use, but there's a lot more. For most people, certain oils will work better for you than for somebody else. So everybody's kind of different. Some people will actually smell lavender and it makes them not feel rested. There are people like that, actually. Not that many, but they're out there. So there's some people that diffuse lavender that actually can't fall asleep because it's bothering them. So we have an oil that's actually super popular right now. I'm sorry, I gotta hear me. It's called Adaptive. I don't know if you can see it with the light. This is like it's a compilation of the most amazing oils for relaxation, for nerves, for panic, anxiety, and just diffusing this is going to help send those messages to your brain as you inhale the molecules of the oil, and you'll calm down. I mean, I've used it a couple of times when I'm feeling really anxious, and it's super helpful. So it has spearmint in it, it has lavender, it has an oil called neroli. I believe it has, I'm trying to remember the other ones, rosemary, there's more. So if you feel like you're really struggling and you're taking medication, it's not helping you, or maybe you don't want to take medication, try essential oils. They're actually highly studied for helping people with emotional issues, and they're as effective than medications. What they found is people that are on anxiety medications for a long time, they are no better off than somebody that's not. Like, and I've heard that from people just in training, people, my clients, they'll say they're taking medication, it doesn't even do anything after a while. So why not try something natural? I have a comment. I too don't take meds anymore. The oils help me get through my days without them. I take many orally. That's awesome. Yeah, you can take them orally. A lot of times people don't know. The three ways you can use the oils is you can use them aromatically, which is very common. So when people will say to me, I'm not comfortable using oil that way, so what's great is about the oils is you can use them any way you're comfortable. So if you just like them in the diffuser, then just put them in the diffuser, you know. You can also use them topically, as I mentioned. So I use them topically all the time for so many things: skincare, immune support, respiratory support, digestive problems, sleep issues, hormones. If you like natural beauty, I have tons of recipes available for people that are into that. And then we have internal use. So if you're dealing with digestive problems, autoimmune diseases, immune support issues, things like that, weight loss, there's oils that you can take internally. Again, they are plant-based medicine, so you can't just go take anything. You don't know the company, number one. And then secondly, you can't just take a lot, because then anything in large amounts could be toxic to you, you know. So even if you drank too much water, you can, you know, harm yourself if you did that. So you definitely want to be aware of what you're doing. That's why it's good. What I can offer to people, and I tell everyone that's part of my oil community, is you have that support, you get in the education, you get in the training that I think is necessary with a natural lifestyle. I use them for cleaning. I've transformed my whole house for supporting pretty much every area of our life with the oils, as far as things that you would normally use medicines for. My nutritionist uses them for her son who has Lyme disease. Yeah, if you're, we're not like legally allowed to say it could cure anything, but if you're dealing with an issue like Lyme disease, I don't know if I'm saying, if it's a Lyme or Lyme's, I don't know. Why not, if you have no other recourse, give this a try. I can't see why a person wouldn't. And like I said, because it's one oil can do 100 different things. Like, for example, lavender is considered the Swiss Army knife of essential oils. You can use lavender for literally hundreds of things. So it's so cost effective. I always say I'd rather buy something I can use for other things and just be stuck with prescriptions that you bought and you never use, or you don't need them anymore and you just spent $100 on a medication. So anybody that's interested in using the oils, or if you're new to it, or maybe you're using them already and you're not really sure how you're using, or if you're using a good brand, doTERRA, this is a company that I partner with. So if you see the sign here, I'm a distributor for the company, but I also do a lot of wellness education for oils. So if you are interested in getting these, the best way for you to start is generally with a foundational kit. So we have kits that you can purchase where doTERRA put together a diffuser and the top 10 oils, a lot of the ones I just mentioned here today. And that's going to give you basically your instant toolbox. I call it like my little medicine chest. I'll show you my kids think I'm a witch, but this is kind of like my oil box here, okay? And I have more in another box. I obviously teach a lot of classes, so I need more oils than most people. But anytime we have a problem, I can go right here. I don't have to go to the pharmacy. I don't need to go see a doctor to give me some medication that I don't probably need. I question everything. I don't just because they're wearing a white coat and they have MD behind their name. I don't really care. I question everything. It's your body, you know? So I'm very, very careful and protective of putting things in my body that that could harm us. So I love that I have this. They're safe, they're effective, they're cost effective, they're multi-purpose, and they don't expire. You can have oils for 10 years. They won't last you that long, but, because you'll use them. But they're great for that. So basically you'll get, my recommendation is you want to start with a kit. So it gives you everything you need for all these things I mentioned and then some. And then you, with doTERRA, if you purchase a kit, they give you a free wholesale membership with the company. So your kit is extra discounted, and then you get that free membership. It saves you 25%. So if you're interested in a natural lifestyle, in my opinion, that's the best way to go. Anybody that decides to purchase through me, you'll be part of my essential oil community, and I give out a lot of information on there that, will teach you the proper way and pretty much empower yourself and your family, where you're not going to be at the mercy of, medications and doctors and things like that if you don't want to. I think there are issues, need for that sometimes, but a lot of times I don't feel like there is. That's how I choose to live my life. So if you're interested in, purchasing a kit, or you have questions, or you want me to customize a kit for you, I can do that. I just have to know, like what you're interested in. You can text me or message me on here. And then if you want more information, I do have a newsletter I send out every month. You can go to my website. It's purefitwomen.fit, and you can sign up for my newsletter. I send out information every month on there. And I would love to chat with you. So send me an email. You can message me. My email is amandapurefit@gmail.com. Let me know what you're interested in, and I'll send you information. All right. So I hope that helps you guys. I hope you're getting outside today. I did go already. It's beautiful out. Well, it might have changed by now, but it was sunny when I was out this morning. So I hope to see you guys soon, and have a great day. All right. Bye-bye.